So we began this year with a study on Om, and to generalize what Om does, remember Om is like erasing the blackboard or clearing the table. Like Om is what helps us to just create a good baseline and connect us back to our starting point, our roots. And then we discussed I'm. And I'm connects us with the ability that we have to learn, the ability to reconnect with the knowledge that we already have, and then also to recognize the potential, the power that we have to create from that which we have already. So it's almost like you clear away all the distractions with Om, and then you're able to see very clearly what exists in the basis, in the roots, in the ground point, and then you're able to start thinking about what am I going to create. And so now we move into the third most used Bija mantra, which is Hrim, and it's spelled H-R-I-M, but it's pronounced as though it's written H-R-E-E-M, Hrim. And so I'm reading from this book by Thomas Ashley Farron, who is really well known for studying mantra, and the description here is that it is composed first of the sound ha, H-A. And this sound vibration of ha indicates prana. You remember prana being life force or individual energy, space, and light. And so as we begin this study on Hrim, the first thing that we're focusing on is this idea of transformation. Remember, within you, you have a certain quantity of prana that never changes. The quantity of prana within you remains the same. But as you recall, when we did the study of the Vayus, as we talk about Prakruti, as we talk about prana, we know that the quality of prana can change. And then also connecting with this idea of space and light, remember that light changes, right? Light can change in vibration, which affects the color that it appears to us. And then the idea of space, how space is something that can feel expansive, which it is, as we know, but space, you know, as we are right now, you know, in our homes can feel very small and almost enclosing. And so this idea of Hrim, as we study it this week, is the concept of transformation, of change. And so that's what we're focusing on. So if we connect this, it's like we've cleared the table, we've opened up our ability to see beyond the distractions because we've swept them away. And then we're recognizing that which we already know, that which we still need to learn, our ability to create. And now it's like, all right, how do I transform that which I already have? How do I change what I already have? I have this prana, I have space, I have light. How do I shift it? So that's where we're at with Hrim. And so we'll be practicing Om, I'm Hrim. And there'll be one more mantra we add on next month that'll complete this sequence of Bija mantra. That's what we're focusing on today. Asana practice. I'm continuing on with these movements of keeping lower body moving. I think most of us are spending more time sitting than perhaps we ever did. So continuing to stretch through low body and create openness through hips and low back focus today. I was thinking some good spinal extension, some opening up through the lumbar spine, and then also continuing to create space across our chest, opening up and extending through our arms. Good. Okay, so we're going to begin in a standing position today. We'll need our strap. Come on up. Moving any tools off of your mat that you happen to be using, and then get a hold of your strap. We're going to make our strap wide. Whoop. So this strap that I have is about 10 feet long. I started making longer straps a while ago because I noticed that 6 to 8 footers were not long enough. So if you have a long strap, that's awesome. We want to make the strap wide enough so that with our hands in it and our arms extended, the strap comes right about to our pubic bone, maybe a little lower. Fingers are going to be wide, and adjust your stance, creating a mountain pose. So Outer edges of feet parallel with outer edges of the mat. Stack your heels right beneath your hips. Spread your toes out if that's something you're able to do. And then we're going to keep our hands in the strap and take a deep breath and reach arms up and overhead. And as you do so, stretch the strap up and overhead. We're going to lengthen with our arms, stretch up with our fingers, making our body as long as we can. And then from the side view, we're going to be careful to make sure that we're not allowing this to happen as we open up. We don't want to be curving our body backward currently. Instead, we want to keep shoulders over hips and hips over heels. And then gazes forward. Take a deep breath and keep reaching upward and pressing against the strap, widening your arms outward into that big letter Y. And we'll exhale. And then take a deep breath in. And then exhale again. And another deep breath in. And then exhale again. And take a deep breath in. Now from here, we're going to let the right arm win. So as you breathe out, you're going to let your right arm reach over to the right. The strap is going to reach over to the right. Your left arm remains long and extended up and overhead. So avoid that temptation. I'm going to duck down a little so you can see that better. Don't let your elbow bend. Keep your arm long as you stretch it overhead. And breathe there. Deep inhale. Both arms extending long. And now think about that posturing again. Keeping your belly drawing into your spine, your shoulders still over hips, and your hips over heels as you extend with both arms. Deep breath in. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, breathe in again. Exhaling, and again. Exhaling. Now when you breathe in next, bring your arms overhead again, back to that neutral position. Shoulders over hips, hips over heels, belly engaged. Take a moment there, and then we go to the other side. Stretching over to the left this time. Left arm extending away, right arm lengthening up. Be careful, your arms are staying in line with your shoulders. Belly continues to draw to your spine. Deep breath in. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, inhale again. Breathing out another deep breath in. Exhaling, and one more. Next in breath, bring both arms up and overhead. Now you have two options for moving your arms backward. You can release the strap and then bring your arms behind you, or if you have the mobility, bring the strap back, rotate your arms, and swing them back. So now your palms will face each other, your strap is behind your back, and your thumbs are facing forward, your pinkies facing backward, downward to be more accurate. Now from this position, it's easy to start rolling your shoulders forward and getting into this rounded. Instead, we want to bring shoulders back, lifting sternum and bringing belly towards spine. Inhale here, we're going to lift our arms as high as we can. So we're imagining that somehow magically, if we really wanted to, we'd be able to lift our arms back up and get our palms back into that position that they were in previously, except this time your thumbs would face backwards. You can wrap your head around that for a second. Take a deep breath. Exhaling, your arms drawing back, your belly drawing in. Notice what you're doing with your head and neck. Are you jutting your head forward or lifting it up? Try to keep your head and neck at neutral. And think about your shoulder blades coming together like ladybug wings on your back. Breathe again. Exhaling, take another. And again. One more deep breath in. And then let your arms come down. Release the strap from one hand and let your arms just relax there. Deep breath in. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, and one more time. We're going to continue to work here with shoulders and arms, taking the strap into just your right hand. Stretch your right arm out. Make sure the clip, if you have a clip or a ring, is off to the side, and then stretch the other arm out as well, left arm out. Reach right hand up and overhead, palm facing the ceiling. Turn left palm behind you. Bend your elbow and bring your hand into the strap. So left palm down, right palm up. Standing tall here, we're going to try our best to keep the strap in line with spine. And then press up with your right hand first. Pushing it upwards, feel your right hand drawing your left hand upward along your back body. So your right arm's getting long and stretching up towards the ceiling. Again, come back to belly, drawing it in towards spine, keeping your spine at neutral, your head at neutral. Deep breath. Exhaling, pressing up with right hand. Take another breath. Exhale, breathe again. One more like this. Keep pressing right hand up. And then we reverse it. Left hand presses down and pulls right hand down behind you. Lengthen your left arm as best you can behind you. Your right palm facing up, drawing your belly to your spine. Breathe here. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, breathe again. Exhaling, and another. One more time, deep breath in. Exhaling, and now bring your arms back to neutral. Release your bottom hand, which is your left. Drop it down to the earth. Take right arm up and swing it out to the right and relax there. Both arms extended by your side. Deep breath in, hold there. Exhale, and then again, deep breath in. Exhale. So now we switch hands, putting the strap into left hand, making sure that the clip or the ring is off to the side. We take both arms out. Left palm facing the ceiling, right hand rotates to face behind you, and bring left hand up and overhead. Palm faces up, right hand comes back and grabs for the strap. Left palm up, right palm down, strap in line with your spine. And then breathe in and stretch up left arm, making your left arm as long as you can, stretching it up to the ceiling. Drawing belly to spine, trying to keep that strap in line with your spine as you press up with left arm. And this is where you start to recognize which arm is more mobile, which arm is stronger, which arm has more space, length, openness. This is one of those opportunities for a little I'm moment, a little learning, a little knowledge. Take another breath. Exhaling, and again. Exhaling, and another. And now on your next breath out, press down, right hand pushing down, pressing your right hand down towards the ground, making your arm as long as you can while keeping it behind you. The strap still in line with your spine. Breathe again. Exhaling, draw your left elbow behind you, avoiding that temptation to bring it forward towards your face. Instead, open it out to the side. Take another breath. Exhaling, and again. Inhale another. One more time. And then come to neutral. Release bottom arm, right hand down. Take left arm out to the side and down. Now pause there for a moment. Let the blood circulate back through your arms, your wrists, your elbows, your fingers, all those wonderful places where blood is supposed to go. We'll take another inhale here and exhale. We're going to do one more movement to create a little more warmth through neck and shoulders. So our strap. We're going to now tighten up the loop and make that loop just shoulder width distance. So I'm doubling the loop upon itself and checking to make sure that the outer edges of the loop line up with just the outer edges of my upper arms or shoulder. Once you've got that measurement down, we're going to take the strap back into right hand, making sure the clip or the ring is off to the side. And then again, we'll extend our arms out, turning right palm to face up. Right hand comes up, left hand turns away. Bring your hand back and then bend both elbows and try to get left hand into the loop. So we've made that loop a little smaller. We're doing a supported Ardha Gomukh Asana, our half cow face. We've got the ears of the cow going on here. And standing tall, we'll take a deep breath in. Again, we want to draw elbows back towards spine and belly towards spine. Take a deep breath in. And again, now on our next breath out, belly moves into spine, hips lift, and we lengthen forward. Coming to forward fold, raising your hips high, your spine extends, and we breathe out there. Now, as you fold, keep thinking about belly to spine and elbows towards back body. And then tilt your body weight towards your toes so that your heels become a little light on the earth. And then let your heels just kiss the ground keep your body weight moving forward. Take another breath, lifting elbows, lifting belly. Inhale again. Exhale, take another. Breathe out, and again, inhale. Exhale, and another. Exhale, and again. Now we're going to release left hand out of the strap, let it extend backward and then downward. Right arm reaches forward and then downward. Dangle down and forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands reaching towards the earth and hips lifting towards the ceiling. Bringing your palms to your shins, lift your spine, lengthen halfway forward. As you breathe out, lift your hips, take another forward fold, draping your way down towards the earth. And then with big open arms, spread wide and lift to the sky. We're going to do the same posture, just on second side. Hands together overhead, knee down in front of heart. So now we'll switch. We'll take the strap now into left hand, making sure again the loop or the ring is off to the side. Left arm to the left, palm up, right arm to the right, palm forward. Left hand up and overhead, palm presses up. Right hand turns away, and then we bring our hand back. Both elbows bend, and we get our hands into the loop of the strap. Breathing out, draw elbows back and belly to spine. Inhale, standing tall. Drawing elbows away, belly to spine. Take another breath in our Ardha Gomukhasana, making our cow ears. Take another breath. And again. As you breathe out, belly moves to spine, lengthen forward and come into your Uttanasana variation. You're standing forward, fold, belly to spine, elbows lifting high. And again, tilt your weight towards your toes. Feel your heels get light on the earth. And then let your heels kiss the ground again. As your body weight moves forward, lift your elbows and you lift your belly. Take another breath. Exhaling. Again, deep breath in. Exhaling, and another. Keep lifting your elbows higher and higher. And again, deep inhale. And a long exhale. Next in breath, your right arm releases, it reaches backward and then downward. Left arm releases forward and then downward. Both hands dangling towards the earth, upper body draping forward, hips lifting high. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, palms on shins, your spine lifts, gaze forward. Out breath, lift your hips and forward fold. In breath with big open arms, sweep to the sky. Rising tall, hands touch overhead and down to our heart. Pausing there for a moment, hands at heart center. We'll take our strap, we'll move it off to the side. We'll come back to it, don't worry. Don't put it too far away. All right, if you aren't already standing at the front edge of your mat, step all the way up until your toes are just a couple inches from the front edge. And again, Tadasana, our mountain pose. Arms by our sides. Close your eyes for a moment and just check in with shoulders, neck, back, arms, the upper body. You might remember that when we do the Bija mantra for the chakra, that the sound vibration for the heart and the throat both have that same sound. In particular, the throat has hum, that's the sound vibration. And so the same root there exists as in Hrim. And so that ha sound. And when we open up this space, right, we're opening up our ability to breathe, to express ourselves, to put ourselves out into the world. Inhaling, spread your arms wide, lift to the sky, or Dvasana. Palms connect and bring them down, Samasthiti. And then breathe again, big open arms reaching to the sky, or Dvasana. Hands together to Samasthiti. And another deep breath out and up to the sky, or Dvasana. Hands together down to Samasthiti. Inhaling, reaching wide and up to the sky. Bring your palms together. Exhaling with open arms, swing your hands behind you. Fly forward with your torso and lift and reach back with your arms. Lengthening torso towards the front of the room. Your fingers stretch back. Your belly moves to your spine. And we retain this upward moving posture with your arms and downward moving posture with your head. Take another breath in. Exhale. Now when you inhale, sweep your arms forward, lift your spine and rise up to the sky, bringing your hands overhead. And then as we exhale, we're going to take arms wide, bring them behind us, tilt your torso forward, hands reaching back, and lengthen upper body forward. And then we'll breathe in again, arms reaching downward, then forward, then up to the sky. And then exhale, do it again, hands back, torso forward, flying forward with your upper body. And then inhale, hands downward, reaching up to the sky, diving tall. And then exhale again, hands backward, extending forward, upper body. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms forward and upward, reaching to the sky. And then exhale, arms open, tilt forward, hands backward, forward folding. Inhale here. Exhale, let your hands release all the way down to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, take another. Exhale. With your next inhale, palms come up onto shins and we look forward. As you exhale, knees bend and hands root down to the mat. Let's step each foot all the way back into Chaturanga, plank pose. Middle fingers forward, heels stack over balls of feet. Deep breath in. We're going to try and transfer some of that heat from our arms and our shoulders and our neck downward through the rest of our body. So as you exhale, come up and over toes, dropping knees to the mat. And if you're like me, you might want a little blanket underneath your knees in order to give you a little cushion. Coming into our table pose, Varmanasana, middle fingers forward, every other finger spreads out from there. And taking a deep breath in, we'll lift and lengthen right leg. So coming up and over toes and then lifting right leg back behind you. And hold it there. Inhale. Now, unfortunately, we can't do the same stuff with our legs that we do with our arms because our legs have to hold us upright. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not so good at holding myself upright with my arms. So we're going to work one leg at a time. Deep breath in. As you exhale, take your right foot out to the right. And then as you inhale, take your right leg back behind your hips. And then exhale again, right leg out to the right. And then inhale, back behind you. This should build heat pretty quickly. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Try to keep your toes facing the earth the whole time. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. Exhale, inhale. And 1 more. Exhale, inhale. We'll lower right toes down behind us, come up and over and let your knee come back down into table. I have to shift over a little bit so I don't hit the wall in this other side. Next inhale, come up and over left toes, lift and lengthen your leg behind you. Same posture, other side. And then as we exhale, left foot out to the left, inhale back. And then again, exhale out to the left, inhale back. Again, exhale out to the left, inhale back. Keep focusing on your toes, facing the earth the whole time. Exhale again to the side, inhale back. Again, exhale to the side, inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, inhale. 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Breathing out, left toes down, up and over and down into table we go. Holding here, deep breath in, long breath out. Coming back to right leg, we'll lift and lengthen right leg, coming off the earth. Now keep pressing with your right heel. You're going to be tempted to do like a little ballerina foot. Don't do it. Keep your heel pushing backward. And as you inhale, lift your right leg, let your belly drop, let your shoulders lift, come into a tiger posture, Vyagrasana. And then as we exhale, tuck your right knee as close to your chin as you can, round your back like a cat pose. Keep your heel moving back, and then inhale again, extending right leg, dropping belly, shoulders back, looking up. Exhale, rounding knee to chest. Inhale again, right leg back and up, looking to the sky, arching your back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reaching up and back again. Exhale, rounding in. 2 more. Inhale, lifting and extending. Exhale, bringing knee to chin. One more time, lifting and extending. And exhaling, knee to chin. Now back to neutral. Right leg straight back, crown forward. Let toes drop, come up and over and down into table. Pausing there, deep inhale. Long exhale, take another. Exhaling. Now hopefully you can feel that heat moving through your body. Remember what heat does? It's like when you're warming something to cook it, or in my case, like when you're trying to create simple syrup. You're creating this dissolution. You're dissolving and getting rid of the unnecessary stuff. And you're getting down to the roots, down to the basics. Coming to the other side, lift and extend left leg back, lengthening it away behind you. Again, focus on your heel, keep your heel pushing away. And then as you inhale, heel lift, chest drops, shoulders back, look up. Exhaling, rounding knee to chest. Inhale, left leg extends, heel up, belly down, shoulders back, look up. Exhaling, chin and knee, move to center. Inhale, pressing back, left leg again, lifting up. Exhale, rounding in, keep your heel flexing away. Inhale again, lifting. Exhale, rounding. Keep going, building up that heat in your hips and your legs. Exhaling. And another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to neutral, left leg back, crown forward, left toes down, left knee down, and we're back into our table pose. Pause there, in breath. Out breath, take another. Exhale. Lengthening each leg, lift into chaturanga, heels over balls of feet, shoulders over wrists, and then push back, heels, calves, hips, spine lengthens, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, our downward facing dog. Reaching through your back body and extending from fingertips to hips, from hips to heels, and your belly lifts high towards your spine. Take another breath. Exhaling, and again. And another. As we inhale, let's look up at our hands. As you exhale, you can step, walk, or float your way up to the front, coming into Uttanasana again. Arms reaching down towards the earth, hips lifting high, forward folding. Deep breaths in, long exhales. Take another deep breath in. Long exhales, and again. Exhale. As you inhale, palms lift on the shins, your gaze extends forward. As you exhale, hips lift high and we fold forward. And as you breathe in with open arms, reach to the sky, your hands come to touch overhead, and then down to our hearts we go. Breathe in again, spread your arms wide, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands together down in front of heart. And then again, big open arms reaching to the sky. Exhaling down to heart. Let's do that arm version that we did previously. Inhale up to the sky, exhale, open arms, hips lift, hands swing back, body weight forward, hips lift high. And then inhale, arms downward, forward, and we rise upward, reaching to the sky. Exhaling, arms open wide, tilt forward, hands slide back, spine lengthens towards the front of the room. Inhale, hands downward, upward, and we rise all the way to the sky. Exhale again, open arms, tilt your torso forward, reaching arms back, belly to spine. Inhale, hands down, reaching to the sky. One more like this. Deep inhale, open arms, exhale, forward, folding. I added an extra breath in there for bonus points. Inhale, hands forward, and lifting to the sky. Exhaling, open arms, lift hips, hinge and fold, fly forward, and then let your hands just drift down towards the earth, Uttanasana. With your next in-breath, place your palms on your shins, lift your spine, look towards the front of your room. Exhaling, knees bent, and hands root down to the mat. As we inhale, let's step all the way back, both feet into chaturanga, into our plank pose. Breathing out, come up and over left toes, placing your left knee down on the earth. And then rotate and turn your right foot so that your right outer edge aligns with the back edge of your mat. And with your next inhale, put your weight in your left hand, come up under right fingertips. Then slowly begin to rotate right hand onto right hip. Your torso rotates and we come into Ardha Vashisthasana, so a half side plank or supported side plank. belly to spine, and feel that openness across your chest. Lift, if you want to, your right hand to the sky. So you're creating this open posture across your chest. We're opening our hips to the side, deep breath in. And then it's up to you. You can retain this posture with right arm open to the ceiling, or you can start to tilt it back, reaching your right arm behind you, similar to how we worked with the straps previously. Try to keep your right arm in line with your shoulder as you reach it backwards. Take another breath. Right palm continues to face the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale again. Breathing out, and another. Use that warmth, that openness, that heat you created in your hips in order to create more space in this posture, separating and opening right leg from left leg. You might even think about that outward spiral through your top leg. Breathe again. Now as you inhale, lift your right arm up, and as you exhale, let your right hand come back down to the mat. Rotate onto your right toes, and then up and over, we come down into table pose. Pausing there for a moment, inhale. Exhale, I'm gonna rotate around so that you get to see that posture on the second side. This time, we're keeping our right hand rooted onto the mat. Right knee remains down. We lift and extend left leg. Left toes are on the earth, left heel lifted. Rotate your left foot, outer edge in line with the back edge of the mat. Come up on left fingertips, and as you breathe in, lift left hand onto left hip. Breathing there, feel your hips rotating and opening. Inhale, think about turning your left thigh towards the ceiling. Keep your right hand rooted, and then if you want to, you can lift left hand up to the ceiling, opening through left side. Deep breaths in here. Long exhale. You can keep your left arm stretching to the ceiling, or you can start to open and reach your left hand backward. Now I get to cheat a little bit because I have the wall behind me, so I can use that for a little leverage to give myself a little more space in this posture. Deep inhale. Long exhale, separating your thighs, rotating so that your hips face to the left side of your mat, or perhaps the wall in front of you. Breathe again. And take another. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, left hand rises up if you had it tilted back, and hand comes down to the mat. Rotate left heel towards the ceiling, and then come up and over onto your knees, back into table pose. From here, let's lengthen each leg up into chaturanga. And again, push back, heels, calves, hips, thighs, all the way, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, or downward dog, lengthening and extending your body. Take a deep breath. Breathe out, and again, inhale. Exhale, and another deep inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, let's look upward at our hands, and breathing out, you can step or walk your way up to the front of your mat, coming into forward fold again, Uttanasana. Inhaling, bringing your palms up onto your shins, your spine extends, and we look forward. Exhaling, your hips lifting, come down into forward fold. Inhale, big open arms reaching to the sky. Exhaling, hands together, and Janasana. Let's breathe again, big open arms out to the sky. Exhale, hands together down in front of our hearts, and another breath opening up into the sky. Exhaling down to our heart. How are we feeling thus far?
Good. One.
Inhale, big open arms, reaching hands to the sky. Now as you exhale, instead of folding forward, you'll take your arms out and then bring your hands back behind you like you're flying. Keep your fingers reaching back there, and then mimic the leg movements we did before. So think about that tiger pose. Root at first into your left foot, getting it grounded to the earth, and push your right leg back, bringing your heel back. So it's like your right leg is extending back, your arms are back. It's like this weird kind of like dancer-y type position. Take a deep breath there. And then on your next inhale, your arms, exhale, your arms sweep forward, your right knee comes up, and you stretch to the sky. And then we do the same thing again. You're going to move your leg and your arms at the same time. We're going to exhale, hands down, right leg back. And then inhale, rising up to the sky, knee into chest. Let's try that breath opposite, because I'm calling it in the opposite direction. We're going to inhale, arms down, right leg back. That should feel a little better. And then exhale, arms up, right knee to chest. Inhale, arms out, right leg back. And then exhale, knee up, hands up. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, my brain's trying to tell me the opposite of what my body should be doing. Inhale again. And then exhale. All right, inhaling, arms come back, right foot all the way back, stepping into a high lunge stance. Keep your arms flying behind you, long spine reaching forward, right heel lifted. Deep inhale. Exhale, and then slowly rise. Lifting your torso, hands reaching back, front knee bending. Deep breath in, lift your chest. Exhale, take another. And again. As you inhale, separate your hands, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, hands together, down in front of heart. As you inhale, reaching up to the sky. And as you exhale, open arms, hands release down. Inhale, step backward, left foot, chaturanga. Breathing out, you can choose, you can vinyasa here, or you can just move straight back to down dog like we've already done through this practice. Opening cobra or up dog if you're moving through vinyasa, and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, exhale, take another breath. Exhale, and again. Exhale, one more time. Next breath in, look forward and up at your hands, breathing out. You can step or walk your way up to the front, coming again into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Palms onto shins, let's lift spines and gaze forward. Out breath, lift hips and forward fold. And in breath, big open arms, hands to the sky, palms touch, and down to our hearts we go. Inhale again, up to the sky. Exhale, down to heart. And another breath up to the sky. And exhale, down to heart. All right, same movement again as we were doing. Let's start with arms. So we're going to inhale, arms out and up. And then exhale, open arms, bring them back. Fingers reaching back, shoulders reaching back, long spine. Right foot now takes the weight. And we tilt, lifting left leg back, trying to keep our spine upward and our fingers backward. Deep breath in. Exhale, take another, finding the balance. And again. And now as we exhale, we bring arms forward and up and left knee to chest. As we inhale, arms out and back, left leg back. Exhale, arms forward and up, knee to chest. Inhale, open and extend up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Again, exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. All right, exhale all the way up, arms up, left knee to chest, and then we inhale, arms back, left foot all the way back, setting up in Virabhadrakasana, right knee bending, left heel high, arms are flying back. Sorry, we should be here for 2 breaths, tilting forward, deep breath in, belly to spine, exhale, take another, and again, and then we inhale, rising tall, arms are back, chest is lifting, front knee bending. On your in-breath, arms to the sky, palms come to touch. On your out-breath, hands to heart. On your in-breath, open arms to the sky, and exhaling, open arms. Hands release, come down, palms to the earth. Step back, chaturanga, and it's up to you. Knees and chest, lowered plank, or downward dog. Inhale, exhale, pressing heels back, calves back, thighs back, holding that posture, breathing again. Exhaling, take another. And again. Next in breath, pull your bodies forward, shoulders stacking over wrists. And as you exhale, up and over toes, down into table, pause there. Allow that heat to move through your body. Feel that movement of energy of prana flowing through arms, chest, shoulders, neck, head, spine, hips, legs, feet, fingers. Take another breath. And again. For the next posture, you're going to need your strap, and you're probably going to want a couple blocks. So we can take our blocks and set them on either side, and make sure that your strap is handy. From here, we'll come back into table and move your knees over to the right. So your left knee ends up at in your right knee spot, and your right knee is off to the right edge of your mat. So your knees are basically behind your right hand. We'll take right leg and cross it behind left leg, trying to scoot your right knee up so it becomes parallel or just behind your left. And then you're going to separate your feet, pushing your feet apart and squeezing your knees together. So you've got this wide-footed locked knee position. And we're going to move backward with our hips, pushing back like a child's pose, pressing your hips to the back of the room, and be continually aware of your left hip. Push it backward more than you push your right hip backwards. You want to feel your left hip pressing away, pressing away, pressing away, so that you stretch through the outer edge of your left hip. Your spine lengthens, your hands remain glued to the earth. Take another breath. Exhale, and again. When I do this posture after all that warming and heating, I imagine my body like a glow stick. You know, like you crack the glow stick and you get a little bit of glow, but then you have to massage the glow stick a little bit to move the glowy stuff around so that the whole stick glows. And so you can imagine that it's like we've cracked the glow stick of our body, we've gotten the prana to glow a little bit, we've shaken it around a little bit, but now we got to mush it around in order to get that heat throughout the depths of our hips. Take another breath. And now start to walk your hands backwards so you can rise into an upright seat. Now some people can just come to sit between their heels and put their gluteals down on the earth in this posture. And if you're one of those people, then that's what you're going to do right now. But we have those blocks handy, and you may decide that you want one or more blocks right underneath your sit bones. And we want to make sure both hips are supported. So it's not like you're going to just put a block underneath right hip and have your left hip in outer space. We want both hips rooted down either to the earth or to a block. So adjust as necessary, and you should feel like you can sit upright and comfortably without having to be supporting yourself with your hands. Now our strap comes in handy. Left leg is on top. We're going to take our strap, which is still adjusted to our shoulder width distance, and we're going to put it into right hand. So opposite hand raises to the ceiling. Left arm to the left, we turn palm away, and then bring your hand behind you, and again, you're gonna reach into the loop, adjusting as necessary so you're not holding onto the clip or the rings, depending on what kind of strap you have. And then both palms go into the strap. So again, this is a position where you can use the tool, or if your arms have developed the mobility and the openness, you might decide to bring fingers together or hands together and omit the strap as we retain Gomukha Asana. And we're just going to breathe here in this upright cow face pose. We've got our ears made by our arms and our mouth made by our knees. And take a deep breath. Feel free to close your eyes. And again, inhaling. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, keep breathing, deep inhale. Exhale, and another. Breathing out, two more. One more. Next in breath, you're going to release left hand down and out of the strap. Right arm up and then down beside you. Pause here, fingers on the earth. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And again. Exhale. One more time. Now with your next inhale, lift your arms and spread them wide. Breathing out, we twist to the left, putting right hand on outer left thigh. Left hand can come to the earth, reach around to the opposite side of the block. You can hold your thigh, or you can rotate your palm to face outward. Turn your gaze over left shoulder as you twist. Deep inhale. Long breath out, take another. And again. Inhale. Two more, deep breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, and then when you inhale, turn just your gaze forward, and then unwind the rest of your body, rotating. From your deep breath, hands to the sky. Breathe out, fold forward, hands to the earth. You'll come back off of your blocks or off of your seat. Move those tools out of the way. Bring your feet together, and then your back leg uncrosses. You're back into table pose. Holding there. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath. And again. So you might feel that rush of heat or cool or whatever it is that happens to move through your body after we release that posture, that movement of prana throughout your body. Breathe again. Exhale. So now we walk our knees off to the left edge of the blanket or mat so that your knees are behind your left hand. Left leg crosses behind right leg. And then you scoot your knees towards each other and separate your feet as wide as you can. And then it's up to you, depending on your mobility. Keep your hands on the earth, start pushing your hips back. Lengthen your spine, and you're gonna push right hip, right thigh backward as far as it can go. Keep your feet apart as you extend. Some people can get their hips down to the ground in this position. Breathe. Exhale, take another long spine, right hip, actively pressing backward. Take another in breath. Exhale, keep breathing. Exhale again, inhale. Breathe out, pressing more with right hip. And again. Next out breath, you're gonna walk your hands backward. Maybe you can come to sit right in between your heels. No sitting on your heels. We want our heels out from beneath us. If you find that that's uncomfortable or maybe a little too deep for your body, you might decide to take a block and place it underneath your hips. Both hips supported, no floating body parts in this posture. We want to feel grounded and supported in this posture by either the earth or a block, blanket, whatever you're choosing to use. Now we'll grab our strap again. Left hand now in the strap and upward, because right leg is on top. So we do left arm up to the ceiling. Right arm to the right, palm rotates to face behind you. And then you bring your hands back, grab hold of the loop. You can remain with both hands in the loop if you have the mobility to bring fingers together or to interlock palms. You can do that version. Chest lifting high, spine lengthening upward. Feel free to close your eyes as we breathe here. Gomukh Asana, our cow face pose. So the word go means cow. Mukha means face. So you hear like Adho Mukha. When we say Adho Mukha Svanasana, we're talking about downward dog. Adho, downward, Mukha, face, Svana, dog. So here we have Go Mukha, the cow's face pose. Take another breath. Exhale, take another, inhale. Breathe out, let's keep breathing. Big long inhales, long exhales. Keep lifting your top elbow. Keep drawing your bottom elbow downward. Take another breath. And again. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And then we'll gently release bottom hand down towards the earth, top hand upward, and then top arm downward. Pause there. Deep breath in, letting the circulation move back through your arms, to your fingers. Breathe again. And another. On your next inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, this time twisting to the right, left hand to right outer thigh. Right hand can come to the earth or reach around to that outer edge of your block. Someday, you might even grab your right foot with your right hand. Left hand can face your thigh or rotate outward. And we rotate our gaze as well, looking behind us. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Again, deep full inhales. Long exhales and another. Two more deep inhales. Long exhales. One more deep breath in. Exhaling. Inhale, rotating your gaze forward. Exhale, rotating your torso forward. Pause there, deep inhale. Long exhale. So hopefully you can feel the effects of that practice where we've moved through all of the prana in our bodies. We've hopefully transformed the prana in our body. Take a deep breath, reaching to the sky. Exhaling, fold forward, coming off your support. If you're using a block, go ahead and remove it, putting it out of the way. Bringing your feet together, and then your back leg uncrosses and return to table. And now take a little moment. Here's a moment of Om, right? This moment of clearing the slate, clearing the table, erasing the board, whatever it is that you imagine. The distractions are gone, and we just enjoy this moment where we can feel prana vibrating, moving, flowing through our bodies. Take another inhale and exhale. Next breath out, let's take our feet off to one side. Come on back to sit, remove any tools that happen to be in the way. So if your strap's in the way, get it out of the way. We're going to need our blanket. We'll take our blanket and roll it from the short edge. So we're rolling it into what we call the sushi roll. So it's a short, fat little roll. We'll take that blanket, put it right in the center of our mat. We're just going to go into a full minute of restorative spinal extension. So once you have that blanket in the middle, you're going to come to sit in front of it. And we're going to ideally get the blanket right underneath our lumbar spine. So we don't want it at our hips, we don't want it at our shoulders. We want it right between hips and shoulders at low back. We're going to come over the blanket so it supports our low back. Hopefully hips on the earth. If you come into this and your hips are lifted, do a little knee rock and a little shimmy so that you can move your hips away from your low back and get that deep extension through the lumbar spine. And for some of us, this is really uncomfortable when it begins. Be willing to stay here for a little while and to let your back body open, and that knee rock can help. So if you're feeling that discomfort, just keep rocking your knees, keep opening up through your low back. And so most of the work that we did today was focusing on like creating heat through hips, through shoulders, and moving that heat, that prana out through arms, through legs. And of course, we're going to feel that energy moving from hips to shoulders. And we're just continually, like I said, squeezing the glowy part of the glow stick through our body. If you feel comfortable extending your legs, go ahead and lengthen them long. And you can also relax your arms. I'm just going to stay here for another 6 breaths. As you rest here, breathe as deeply as you can, feeling your whole torso expand. and extend. You can imagine each inhale, not only do you feel your chest rise upward, but also feel your ribcage extend in your back body. Each time you breathe in, imagine your diaphragm moving downward into your abdomen and not only making your belly inflate, but also your low back inflate. Use your breath to help stretch and awaken muscles. Three more breaths. Relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Now keep your arms, your shoulders as they are. If you like the way this posture feels and you want to stay here for corpse, you're welcome to just remain in this position. If you are not enjoying this, or you know that it's going to become more uncomfortable the longer you stay here, then you can bend one knee and then the other. And do that knee rock again in order to massage your low back again. And to exit out of this posture, you'll roll all the way to one side. And then come up to sit, and then you can adjust your tools as you feel appropriate. So you can always unroll this blanket and turn it into our cannoli roll. That's that skinny roll from fringe to fold. And lay that behind you. If you have a wall nearby and you want to do legs up the wall, totally lovely posture after this practice today. Remember that legs up the wall is energizing, and it also moves prana upward towards your head. So if you're in need of a little bit of that kind of energy, you can set that up. Legs over a chair, totally fine as well. Go ahead and set yourself up in whatever posture feels appropriate today and provides you with sukha, with ease. So our sound vibration when we're ready to go there, as I mentioned, is going to be Om, I'm, Hrim. We're going to do that in 3 rounds. So get yourself set up and just begin to move through some conscious breaths. So always beginning with an exhale. It's a good place to begin because it gives you this moment of reset and of identifying, how much breath is really left in my body, and then inhaling. Now, no matter where you are in your breath, pause, and let's again exhale together. Take a deep inhale. Exhale again. And then we'll inhale for Om. Deep breath in. Inhale for I'm. Now for Hrim. Consciously shifting prana throughout our body. If you'd like, you can engage in Mahabandha. Begin with an exhale. And as you inhale, lift with your pelvic floor and fill belly, fill chest, fill throat. Hold your breath up and in. Release pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly. Chin tilts to throat. Hold your breath out. Inhale again. Lifting pelvic floor, belly, chest, throat, fill, hold breath up and in. And release pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly, chin to throat, hold it out. Inhale, third and final round. Lifting pelvic floor, fill belly, chest, throat. And release pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly, chin moves to throat, hold it out. Natural in-breath, natural out-breath. Turning our awareness inward with Antaranga Chatak, we bring our palms together, begin to rub them vigorously, creating heat between our hands. Once your hands feel warm, turn your hands towards your face, palms over eyes, fingers over forehead, and your gaze looks inward, seeking within that dark space within you, soul, spirit, Atma, spark. Keeping your gaze inward, your arms cross over your chest, hands to opposite shoulders, elbows to forehead, and then with open arms, extend and let the backs of your hands rest upon the earth. Detach from the physical, release the distractions, and focus inward upon your primal power, your ability to transform. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. From within, return your awareness towards the sound and movement of your breath. And begin the conscious and intentional effort of breathing, making each inhale fuller, each exhale longer, feeling the flow and movement of your breath, becoming aware of the expansion and relaxation of your torso with each inhale and exhale. Try to breathe in as fully as you can. Breathe out as completely as you can. And as your breaths move throughout your torso, let your attention move throughout your body, extending awareness through arms and legs to hands and feet, fingers and toes, and up to the crown of your head. And begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Open and close your hands, point and flex your feet. Move your wrists and ankles. Shift your head from side to side. With a deepened breath, stretch and extend arms and legs. Lengthen from toes to fingers, tail to crown, awakening your body. Breathing out, either feet to the earth or knees to chest, hands around thighs. And drawing your attention once more inward, seek the peace, contentment, and divinity that exists within you. Roll to your right side. And resting there with hands like a pillow, release that which you do not need, letting go of ignorance, impurities, and distractions. And using your hands for a little help, rise through your right side, and then come to a cross-legged seat. Your palms connect together. Lifting your hands, point your thumbs to the center of your chest to create Anjali Mudra, an attitude of offering. In completing our practice, we do so making offerings of peace, honoring within ourselves, Om Shanti, recognizing peace within others, Om Shanti, and creating peace throughout the multiverse, Om Shanti. And I thank you for the honor of sharing the practice and the mirrors provided while we do so. Namaste.
Namaste.